Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I'm here to give you guys a message. Okay, so as always, how are you all doing? I hope everyone is blessed, safe, and well. This is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But I always let you guys know I'm not a licensed therapist, okay? If you need help, feel free to reach out to someone to get the help that it is that you need. There's nothing wrong with speaking with someone. There's nothing wrong with getting help. And there's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? So, hold on one sec. And like I always tell you guys, there's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? But yeah, guys, so it's so crazy, right? Because life is just lifing for a lot of people. And I was looking outside, right? I was looking around outside. And I noticed that there are still birds flying around outside, right? There are still squirrels climbing the trees outside. And it started to dawn on me. Like, I started to think, I'm like, okay, Most High, what's this about, right? Like, I'm like, okay, right? First and foremost, praise to the Most High, right? So I'm like, okay, what's this about? Because there's a message, right? The Most High will take you or bring you to a message in some of the craziest ways. So I'm looking at these animals, and I start thinking, I'm like, wow, not all animals get to go to the south for the winter, right? You know how they say the birds fly south for the winter? They go to where it's warmer. They go to the warmer climates. They go to where they feel like, life might be better during the colder months, during the cold period, during the winter, right? But not all animals get to experience going to fly south. Some animals have to stay right where they are at during the winter, right? And it was amazing to see that even though it's so cold outside, birds are still chirping. Squirrels are still climbing, like they're still looking for something even despite the circumstances of it being so cold. It's like, does that make them the stronger squirrels? Does that make them the stronger birds because they stayed where they were at and kept fighting and kept working while everyone else went to the south, right? While everyone else was resting, was having it easier, was taking a break. Some of you guys are still working, okay? And that's how the Most High was giving it to me, is that even though you are in some of the coldest months, even though you are in some of the extreme periods of life, right? Like, it might not be very fruitful right now. It might be a little hard right now. It might be a little cold. Hold on. It might be a little cold, but you are still working. And that's how the Most High was giving it to me, is that even though it doesn't seem like you're getting very much, you are still willing to go out despite how cold it is and work. See, there are some people that fly away for the winter, and there are some that stick it out. And for some of you guys, you are like a part of the crew that sticks it out. Some people work harder in the winter than they work any other time of the year. Some people are still hard working, even right now, where it feels like you should be resting. You should be in a period of resting. You should be able to relax because it's the winter, because this is the time you reset. But oh no, not for everyone do you get to relax. Some of you guys are even still out working in the cold. And that's how the Most High was giving it to me, is that the strength, right? The amount of strength that it has to take even certain animals to get up from wherever they're nestled and go out in the cold just to still try to fight to get something maybe to bring back to the family, right? Because they're probably taking care of their family and their kids and their little squirrels and birds and babies, right? So like, to see that, it was really teaching me something when I thought about it. Like, the amount of strength you still have to keep pushing, even when it's very cold, even when there's not a lot, even when the times are lacking, even when it's dead outside, even when people are nestled up in the house, right? Some of you guys are still working, if not your hardest you've worked all year, right now at the end of the months. Like, you're still working. So that's the way that the Most High was giving it to me, is that despite what it looks like on the outside, you are still working. It is still working. Everything is still going to work out accordingly. Like, nothing has been missed. You haven't missed the mark. You can't miss the mark. You're still on the right path, the right everything. Like, you're there. And it's so crazy because thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I'm being drawn to the scene in Dorothy, right? Okay, thank you, Spirit. And you know how the house falls on the Wicked Witch and the feet are shriveled up when the shoes come off, right? And it's like, in a sense, it just has to wither away the evil. It has to wither away the wickedness, the bad, what hasn't been right. And even the idea of the house falling on the Wicked Witch, right? Like the house falling, something falling down, something coming apart, something crumbling, something no longer able to withstand. So for some of you guys, there is something that is either dissolving, resolving, or departing from your life. And this could be something or someone that's been wicked, something or someone that's been mean, that's been angry, that's been cold hearted. There's something departing, or the house is falling, or something is not able to withstand anymore. And there could be something very wicked in this person or people or situation or circumstance that is now going to come crumbling down, right? Even the wicked eventually have their falls, you know, especially if there's ego and pride involved and someone is not willing to change. So for some of you guys, there could be something about releasing something, releasing someone, resolving a circumstance, you know, making something, trying to heal something, trying to make something better. And in order for that to happen, sometimes you have to release the things and the people that are wicked or do not mean you so much good in your life. Those things will have to pass. And for some of you guys, those things are going to pass and are passing around this time. So release, right? You are releasing the things that are no longer of value. You're releasing, you know, you're getting rid of the wicked. You're getting rid of the things that no longer serve you any good or purpose in your life. And okay, I'm being drawn to, okay, planting. Thank you, Spirit. Plowing. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so someone's been plowing. Someone's been working very hard. And it's so crazy because I kept saying you've been working even through the winter. So maybe someone has been working very hard. I'm being drawn to a lot of land. And you know how they'll ride the, where they're doing the seeds, they're planting the seeds or the weeds or something, and they're driving through the fields. Like, I'm being drawn to it like that. Like, maybe there's someone that was planting. You've been harvesting. You've been putting things down still in the ground. You've been nurturing. You've been tending. Even if it hasn't been the same, you've still been working on something. You've been working on your land. And these are the fruits of the labor that come in because you've even kept working through the winter months, through the cold months, through the hardest times. You've still been working. You kept working. And you didn't give up, right? You didn't give up. And for some of you guys around this time, the fact that you don't give up is what's going to help you. When others have had it easy, you'll know what it means to fight and to always make it because you've always had it hard. It's something like that. Like, it hasn't come easy for you. It hasn't been easy for you. It hasn't been a walk in the park for you. Like, for some of you guys, it has not always come to you like, you know, easy. If anything, it's always been very hard. You've always had to work very hard. You've always had to be very strong. You've always had to keep pushing. You've always had to keep fighting, no matter if it's cold, warm, it doesn't matter what season or what time of the year. You always had to work hard. Nothing in life has come easy for you. Nothing. And the fact that you're still working, that kind of strength is going to surpass everything and everyone else that has ever been wicked or meant you no good in your life. And that's what the Most High is preparing you for. The good. And the only way you were able to get it was to go through some of the most craziest things that people could imagine. Some of the things that some of you guys have been through in your life, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was really, truly horrific. Some of the things. And if you could tell your stories, if you could write it out, if you could vent, if you could release, if you can talk about it, right? You're winning. You're winning. Because you're allowing yourself to heal from such traumatic things that have happened in your life. And as we go through the months of the year, we go through emotions, we go through feelings, we go through things. And it's hard to look them in the eyes. It's hard to look someone in the eyes. Thank you, Spirit. I'm being drawn to that. You may still love someone. The love might be there, but there's fear. There's fear. You're scared. You're scared to love this person. You're scared to love someone. You're scared to fully look them in the eyes. Like there's pain. There's hurt. There's pain. There's pain. There's hurt. There's been hurt. There's been pain. And it's scared to... It's not that you're scared. It's that it hurts. Thank you, Spirit. It hurts to look someone in the eyes. It hurts. Maybe this is unresolved pain. Maybe this is unresolved hurt. Maybe this is something that you haven't been able to release yourself of. Yourself. You know, sometimes we have to release these things ourselves. Because the pain that we feel may not be what this person or someone feels. It may only be what you feel. And is it fair of you to keep feeling pain if someone else truly does not care? Why should you keep holding on to that? Pain. And, yeah, I'm picking up on that for someone. I don't know. Maybe it's time to release some pain. And it's not easy to do. Especially if you feel like certain things just were never resolved. Were never resolved. I'm being drawn to, I'm hearing wicked stepmother. In a sense, I'm being drawn to it in like Cinderella. There were 3 girls, right? The 2 wicked stepsisters and Cinderella. And there was, you know, Cinderella. And Cinderella was just who Cinderella was, right? She was beautiful. She was pretty, not just on the outside, but truly, genuinely on the inside. She was a good person. She meant well. She did what she was told to do. She listened. And she was Cinderella, you know. And then there was the 2 wicked stepsisters. The 2 sisters that weren't as good or clean in the heart as Cinderella, right? So I was being drawn to it in a sense like that. I don't know if this is something about sisters or sister rivalry or, you know, sibling rivalry, or there's something going on with siblings, brothers or sisters, or just 3, right? There could be 3 women, 3 people. But I'm being drawn to it in a sense like that for someone. There could have been something going on, and there was one person out of the bunch that just truly was like that person. They had a good heart. They were genuine. They were beautiful. You know, their light shined on the inside and out. There was no denying Cinderella, right? Even though they tried, even though they wanted to prevent her from receiving everything she was supposed to have, right? Even they didn't want her to go to the ball. They didn't want her to meet the prince because they knew deep down that the prince would really love a woman like Cinderella. And they can't understand why. They can't fathom how could this person like this person. Like, what could you see in this person? And that's just that. They aren't supposed to see what the prince sees. They're not supposed to get what someone else gets. And it's kind of like that in a sense for some of you guys. You're that person. You're like Cinderella. You have a heart of gold. You listen. You work hard. You stay to yourself in your own little corner, right? In your own little chair. You stay to yourself where you can be whatever you want to be. And that's what it is. You are staying to yourself. You're working on yourself. You're becoming who you want to be. And that is what someone sees or knows and sees in you. And there could be something about jealousy or someone that has been jealous, rivalry, someone that was against you or someone that's always tried to be. Maybe you are Cinderella and there's some wicked people, stepsisters, brothers, someone in your life, or there has been, and there's been 3 all together, and there's always 2 that have tagged or teamed up on one. Maybe this is even tag teaming or teaming up on, right? There could have been 2 going against 1. Wicked. It's time to release the wicked. Or whatever has been wicked in your life. It's time to get rid of it. It's time. There's something about freedom. There's something about it. Enjoying it. Being free of something. Breaking free from something. Escaping something. No longer having to be chained to something, tied to something. There's truly something about freedom. Freedom. And I feel like that's what some of you guys are stepping into. You're really breaking free of something. You're breaking free of it. Thank you, Spirit. There could be something about acceptance, a letter, an acceptance letter. Someone's been waiting on a letter or waiting on something, waiting to hear something. You're approved, you're accepted. Maybe you applied for something, or you've been wanting some good news, or you've been waiting to hear something. You're accepted. You're being accepted. I don't know. I feel like this is an approval. Maybe you've been waiting to hear from someone about something. This could even be about a house. This could be about some sort of loan. You've been waiting for an acceptance letter, or this could be college or school. But I feel like there's something about a letter or some sort of an approval into something, a program. Maybe you applied for something so long ago, like so long ago, and you never thought it was going to really happen. This could be a long time blessing. Thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing long time blessing. Meaning it's taken some time. It's been a long time coming for this blessing. Some blessings, guys, listen, they can take years, okay? You could be outside in the winter months working hard for years, okay? For years, you could be out there and you keep wondering, God, why all the other birds get to fly south and I'm over here? Why they get to, you could be questioning, even as an animal, even as a bird, they probably praying to God, like, why I'm over here and they over there with their feet up? Because hard work pays off. And when they can no longer fly over there to kick their feet up, you're going to be able to fly wherever you want, when you want, because you put in the work. I guess that's confirmation from, okay. She's confirming it. You put in the work. So, yeah, that's the message, guys. That's the message. And get ready, because change is inevitable, We try to avoid something happening in our lives, and then it happens. We try to prevent something from happening in our lives, and then it happens, right? And some changes that you will go through in life will be, I don't know why this is making me so emotional all of a sudden, okay? Are some of y'all going through a lot of change? Like, I feel like I want to cry. Maybe some of you guys are going through a lot of change, and change is hard to accept sometimes because change can be life-changing. One minute your life is one way, the next minute your life is no longer that way. Life-changing. And for some of you guys, maybe you are accepting or having to accept the changes that are happening in your life. In your life. Some of you guys are going through, financial changes. Some people are having to be more frugal. Some people are having to be, penny pinching a little bit more around this time. Life changes. Some people have been going through that for a very long time. Penny pinching, being frugal, not spending this, that, and the third, and they've never had much or a lot. That is changing. Seasons are changing. There's shifts happening. Okay, there are shifts taking place. Things are changing, and for some people, these are life changes that are happening. Some people are becoming parents. Some people are becoming first-time moms, first-time dads. Life changing. Okay? Life changing. All right? Some people are becoming homeowners for the first time. Life changing. Because when you become a homeowner, that's your home. You have to take care of your property. You have to maintain your kingdom, your space, your place, right? You got to keep your grass cut to observe what's going on. So life changing. And some people are getting married. Some people are getting divorced. Some people are going through some things. And no matter what you are going through or you are faced with, change is inevitable. So embrace the change, because it's only going to make you stronger. And it's only going to push you to a limit you never knew you could be pushed to. And that's the strength of the Most High God in you. I'm hearing that song. Thank you, sir. I'm hearing that song. Push it to the limit. Pushing it I'm pushing it okay, I'm hearing that song. Okay, y'all know I'm still Miss T, y'all. Okay, but I'm hearing that song. I'm hearing that push it to the limit. That's Rick Ross, right? I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, some of you guys are pushing it to the limit, right? Like, you're pushing it. I don't know why I'm being drawn to that song so much. Hold on, yeah, I gotta make sure that is. I want to make sure I'm telling y'all right, because I think it's Rick Ross. Yes, it is. Okay, so yes, it's Rick Ross. Push it to the limit, okay? Maybe that's a song some of y'all need to listen to. You pushing it, okay? You pushing it. Push it to the limit. But yeah, guys, so that's what I'm picking up on for you guys today. So if you don't hear from me again before the new year, God willing, if everything is still good in my life and I'm kicking and moving and screaming, and whenever I come back, I would love to wish each and every single one of you a happy New Year's. And yeah, I pray that there's just many blessings upon blessings upon blessings that come pouring through in your life in the year of 2025. Okay, so yeah, this is that year. Let's claim it, and let's accept all of our blessings, despite how sometimes we don't even want to accept them. God's like, I'm trying to give you this blessing, and you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't even want it. You want to throw it away. You don't want no parts. You don't care about you don't want to. You like, wait, hold up. That's not the blessing, but that is the blessing. You just don't know it's the blessing yet. But that's the blessing, okay? And that's what the blessing is. It's a blessing. So you didn't even know that you needed this blessing in your life. But the Most High God does, right? The Most High God did. So, yeah, I just pray many, many blessings over you guys. Good health, good health, good health, okay? Longevity, prosperity in your life. So, yeah, I hope this is the year that many people can bless up and truly see the works and know that there is a God. And no, you don't deserve or you're owed anything by God, but just to know that he does still bless you. That's beautiful, right? In itself. Praise to the Most High. So, yeah, guys, I hope everyone is blessed, safe, and well. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. And until next time, and as always, namaste.